The culinary competition. The annual culinary competition was the most anticipated event in the small town, drawing chefs, home cooks, and food enthusiasts from every corner. Nina, known for her enthusiasm and clumsiness, entered the competition with high hopes, determined to showcase her new apple pie recipe. Raj, a professional chef with a competitive streak, eyed the competition with confidence, ready to prove he was the best in town. Ella, the elderly grandmother with a sharp wit, planned to charm the judges with her traditional lasagna recipe passed down through generations. Mason, the town's beloved food blogger, couldn't wait to capture every moment of the competition, from the triumphs to the inevitable disasters. The community center kitchen was buzzing with excitement as contestants prepped their ingredients, each focused on winning the coveted golden spatula trophy. Nina, ever clumsy, accidentally knocked over a jar of cinnamon, sending a cloud of spice into the air and causing nearby cooks to sneeze uncontrollably. Raj smirked as he saw Nina's mishap, but his confidence was soon shaken when his blender malfunctioned, splattering sauce all over his pristine white chef's coat. Ella, unfazed by the chaos around her, calmly mixed her ingredients, offering the occasional witty comment that had the other contestants in stitches. Mason, camera in hand, documented every hilarious moment, from Nina's cinnamon disaster to Raj's sauce-covered coat, narrating with his trademark humor. As the competition heated up, so did the rivalries. Raj accidentally swapped Nina's sugar with salt, hoping to sabotage her pie. Unaware of the switch, Nina added the salt to her pie filling, humming happily as she rolled out the crust, blissfully unaware of the upcoming disaster. Ella noticed the switch and gave Raj a knowing look, but she decided to let the competition play out without interference, amused by the antics. Meanwhile, Mason captured Raj's sneaky move on camera, his blog followers already laughing at the impending pie catastrophe. The outdoor market adjacent to the kitchen was filled with townsfolk sampling local goods, completely oblivious to the culinary chaos unfolding inside. As the clock ticked down, the tension in the kitchen rose, with each contestant trying to outdo the others in presentation, taste, and creativity. Nina, focused on her pie, didn't notice when she accidentally used cayenne pepper instead of cinnamon in her final dusting, adding an unexpected kick. Raj, seeing Nina's mistake, couldn't help but chuckle, but his amusement was cut short when he realized he'd forgotten to add eggs to his cake batter. Ella, with her years of experience, finished her lasagna with a flourish, confident in her simple yet delicious dish. Mason, always the observer, noted how despite the chaos, the contestants were putting their hearts into their dishes, each one reflecting their unique style. With only minutes left, Nina's pie was finally ready, though the smell was oddly spicy, a detail she chalked up to her overenthusiastic use of spices. Raj scrambled to fix his cake, hurriedly cracking eggs and whisking them into the batter, hoping the judges wouldn't notice his mistake. Ella, content with her lasagna, began plating it carefully, adding a sprinkle of fresh basil for a final touch of elegance. Mason, watching the contestants rush to finish, couldn't help but feel a sense of admiration for their dedication, even amid the absurdity. The judges, a trio of local food critics, took their seats at the long table, ready to taste the contestants' creations and crown a winner. Nina, smiling proudly, presented her pie to the judges, unaware of the salty filling and spicy topping that awaited them. Raj, still sweating from his last-minute fix, served his cake, hoping the judges wouldn't detect the slight undercooking due to his egg mishap. Ella, with her usual confidence, served her lasagna, earning nods of approval from the judges even before they took a bite. Mason, camera rolling, captured the judges' reactions, from the first bites of Nina's spicy salty pie to the slightly underdone cake by Raj. The first judge took a bite of Nina's pie, his eyes widening as the unexpected mix of salt and spice hit his taste buds in a bewildering combination. The second judge tried Raj's cake, which, while flavorful, had a slightly doughy center, causing a moment of hesitation before she smiled politely. Ella's lasagna, however, was met with murmurs of approval, the rich, comforting flavors reminding the judges of home-cooked meals from their childhood. Just as the judges were about to deliberate, a loud crash echoed through the kitchen. Nina had tripped, sending a tray of cupcakes flying. The cupcakes, intended as a backup dessert by Nina, landed squarely on Raj's pristine cake, creating a mashed-up mess of frosting and batter. The room fell silent for a moment before bursting into laughter, the tension of the competition dissolving in the face of such an absurd accident. Even Raj, usually so serious, couldn't help but laugh as he looked at his once perfect cake now adorned with Nina's ruined cupcakes. Ella chuckled, appreciating the humor in the situation, while Mason recorded every second, knowing his blog post would be the talk of the town. Suddenly, inspired by the laughter, one of the judges picked up a cupcake and playfully tossed it at the other judge, starting an impromptu food fight. The contestants, not to be outdone, joined in the fun, throwing spoonfuls of frosting, batter, and even lasagna at one another with gleeful abandon. The kitchen, once a battlefield of culinary competition, became a scene of chaotic joy, with everyone laughing and covered in food. Nina, covered in frosting, couldn't stop laughing as she realized that her clumsiness had turned the competition into something far more memorable. Raj, wiping cake from his face, admitted that maybe winning wasn't everything, especially when the alternative was so much fun. Ella, though still competitive, joined in the laughter, seeing the camaraderie that had formed among the contestants despite the mishaps. Mason, ever the observer, realized that the true story wasn't about who won the competition, but how it brought the town together in unexpected ways. The judges, now just as messy as the contestants, decided to call the competition a draw, declaring everyone a winner for their creativity and community spirit. The townsfolk, drawn by the commotion, peeked into the kitchen and burst into applause at the sight of the food-covered contestants and judges. The golden spatula trophy, meant for the winner, was instead placed in the center of the table as a symbol of the day's shared victory. Nina, Raj, Ella, and Mason, all still laughing, agreed that this year's competition had been the best one yet, despite, or maybe because of, the chaos. The town celebrated long into the evening, with everyone sharing food, stories, and laughter, united by the day's unexpected turn of events. Nina, reflecting on the day, realized that cooking wasn't just about perfect dishes, but about the joy of sharing them with others, mishaps and all. Raj, who had always taken competition so seriously, found himself appreciating the fun and camaraderie more than the victory he'd sought. Ella, with her decades of experience, knew that while tradition was important, it was the spirit of community that truly made a dish special. Mason, who had documented the day from start to finish, couldn't wait to write about the culinary chaos, knowing his readers would love the story. The golden spatula, once a symbol of competition, became a symbol of unity, a reminder that the best moments in life are often the most unexpected. As the sun set over the small town, the kitchen, once chaotic, was now quiet, the laughter of the day echoing in the memories of everyone who was there. The contestants, judges, and townsfolk all left with full stomachs and even fuller hearts, grateful for the day's fun and the bonds it had strengthened. Nina, Raj, Ella, and Mason walked home together, already making plans for next year's competition, wondering how they could top the chaos of this year. The small town's culinary competition had become legendary, not for its fierce rivalry, but for the laughter, friendship, and unforgettable memories it created. And so, the town learned that sometimes, the best way to cook up a good time is to embrace the unexpected, laugh at the chaos, and savor every moment together.